to have it now. Mixing the two is bad.
I'll have a glass of red wine before I go to bed, like a middle-aged woman. Okay. So, while these two were having their talk, would Serena go back to Indira?
Yes. She would have settled down next to Indira. Wouldn't have said anything. She doesn't know, obviously, that Indira has had this conversation with Gil.
Yeah.
So she just sort of settles back and waits to see if Indira is going to speak.
I told Gil my idea.
There's a sidelong look. There's very much a sidelong look at that.
He agrees with you.
Yes. I think what happened tonight should make it all the more apparent that making a proposition such as that to Vale would not be welcomed. Well, not be welcomed might be the wrong turn of phrase, but...
But what do you think it means that he doesn't want me to?
Sorry, that Gil does not want you to bring this up to Vale. Right.
You'd think that if he didn't have feelings for me, if he didn't want to be with me, that he would try to push me into the arms of Vale.
I fear it is not that simple. That is a possibility, perhaps, but what did he say to you regarding Vale? Did he give a reason for...
He said that Vale wouldn't see it as utilitarian as I do.
I would judge that to be correct. I do not believe that Vale has had enough experience to perhaps separate the act from the emotion.
It's a shame he's pretty.
Indeed he is. As such, I mean, all the more now that we know how he seems to feel, I think it would be
cruel
at best. At worst, it might drive a wedge between the two of them.
Nothing will drive a wedge between the two of them.
Empires have fallen, have crumbled over a woman, Indira.
Not theirs.
Well, at any rate, I am glad to hear that Gil is of the same opinion that I am. But to go back to your question, it could be, I will not deny the possibility that he wants to keep you out of Vale's arms, but to be completely, I suspect it is more likely he is concerned for the emotions of his friend. In this case, as much as it pains me to say it. If you were further down the line, as it were, then perhaps your consideration might have more weight. There might come a point, if you continue as you are, where Gil indeed does wish to keep you out of Vale's arms for precisely that reason, but I do not think if you made that offer now, that would be the reason.
What a terrible, terrible end to a perfectly wonderful day.
That is so often the case.
I suppose we should get moving.
Yes. We need to find out from the two of them where we should meet, because they will presumably travel separately. They will not be... I suppose they could travel the canals if they can hire a boat. We could travel under.
Aren't we just going to take the cart?
In that case, we would probably need to learn from them where to meet up, because they will. I cannot imagine that the canals mirror the roads perfectly throughout the entire city. At the very least, precautionary, we should know where to meet.
I am not looking forward to facing them right now. Ugh, let's go.
If you wish, we can find a tavern, you can retire early, and I will ask them about that. I do not blame you for not wanting to interact with them further.
I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm no bitch. I'll do it.
At times, if that is what you wish, but...
Do you think it's better that I don't go talk to them right now?
Many things have happened this evening, many conversations. I think it might be better to have a night's rest and perhaps sort through the events and feelings that transpired before facing them again. And with that, you'd be far more able to face them on an even keel than if you were to see them now, I believe.
I'm not ready to process these feelings, but you're right. You're right.
If we are traveling together and potentially fighting together, unfortunately, I think they need to be processed as soon as possible.
You're right.
And that goes for Vale as much as for you.
Okay. Thank you for this.
Anytime, Indira. Anytime. I
All
will.
right.
Yeah.
You two go and find a tavern. Tavern night. Depending on how well you want to live. 5 silver for each of you. Also get some food in the morning and some such. And I imagine Vale and Gilwyn will probably be doing the same, but probably in a different tavern. Just because, who knows? But you know, both of you know where the carts are, so you can meet back up in the morning, which will be exactly what you do when the festivities come to an end.
It's 10 silver per gold piece, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
In the morning, it's not exactly quiet. Aradia is not a quiet city, but it is quieter from other cities because you're kind of further away from the bustling center of the metropolis. But it is quiet compared to the musics of the day before. The taverns you're in are still a little bit rowdy from people who maybe didn't go to trance in the times they probably should have, when people who are very much still drunk. But it is a lovely, crisp spring day. Although it's the type of spring day where you can barely tell it's spring and not winter. And you guys can work out what you want to do.
I do not know the exact layout of this city, but I assume that the canals and the roads do not run alongside each other the entire time, yes?
No, that is not the case.
In that case, we should arrange a meeting point more towards the edge of the city, in the direction we need to go, and meet there, rather than attempting to stay close together.
So, looking at the map, Vale, and the golden rings marked upon it, the rings are quite significantly to the east of Thundral. So, you really want to decide whether you want to bother going into Thundral, or just go into the forest from here. Although,
to the east of Thundral?
Yes.
Okay.
It might mean going through the Witchwood or going around the Witchwood.
I'm not going through the Witchwood.
Exactly.
I ain't going through the Witchwood. Nah.
So really, you figure out your route.
I mean,
It only needs to be vague.
I would say, like, there's a road that travels from Aradia to Thundral.
And there would be roads that go off that way because people do live in the forests. Now, whether it would get you all the way there...
The best plan would be to Head,
take the King's Road.
Yep.
Cool. So you'd arrange to meet at the North Gate, and Indira, are you going to join Serena traveling through the canals?
Yeah.
And you guys can travel through the town. You guys travel through the canals. I was going to call Neil Indira. I don't know why. Some kind of Freudian stuff going on. Whereas Vale and Gilwyn have the cart to themselves, which might be a good thing after all the confusing things that happened the night before. Traveling through the canals is actually quite pleasant in a weird way, Serena. It's a very sterile environment, which I don't think you would appreciate in a way. Unnatural water lines like this are tiring. It's not exactly very exciting. There are things that live in here and fish and stuff like that. And there would even be dangers. If you were a level 1 adventurer swimming through here, you would probably have to fight some kind of monster, but don't worry about it. Most danger would be like big boats. But those are easy to avoid in areas where there would be big boats. Mostly it's just small punts. Gondolas going along the water. For you two, Gilwyn and Vale, you just roll the cart through the roads of Aradia. It takes some time. You don't want to rush because you're in a city. You can't sprint. You're not allowed. So it's a slow amble, and Aradia's outer areas are meant for slow ambles. In parts, it's hard to tell whether you've left a city at all, because there's parts that are just completely natural forest, aside from roads that might skitter through, and the occasional home of a herbalist, and family castles that have standed for thousands of years. It's a very old place, especially in some of the older parts of the city. If you've got nowhere you want to stop or pick anything up, you can just keep on rolling until you reach the North Gate.
Rolling. Oh, yeah, that's wrong.
You guys meet up at the North Gate, and we'll start taking the King's Road that goes between Aradia and Thundral. The roads you've been taking before, this is the most well-made, well-maintained road. It has, at every 5 miles, these markers that are like these big stone sun markers in the mosaics. Other mosaic patterns along the way, walls and lanterns in some parts of the forest. But in other parts, the sides are open. To the east is forest. This is elven lands. They don't cut down the forest to make the road, but they do, occasionally stretch around trees. And to the west is the view off the cliffs to the sea. You can see the sea at most times, which to you two is very comforting, even though it's a completely different sea to the ones you know. You could even probably occasionally, when you camp out on this road, go off and take a dip in the beach, depending on where you camp. But it's while traveling...
This is the sea that Vale knows.
This is the Vale. Yeah, I wasn't talking about you. This is the Vale that the sea knows. But yeah, this is the sea that you knows. Yeah. As you're traveling, and this takes many days, it wouldn't take super long, because once you are on this big road, and yeah, there's a lot of merchants going through, but you would go at a speed. You absolutely would. It would actually be on the first day of camping, when you're trying to set up to find a place to camp, that you hear screams from the forest. And you can see an area where quite clearly a wagon has pulled in to camp off the road a little bit more into the forest, which you see quite often. Screams are coming from that direction.
More goblins, perchance?
They didn't sound goblin-y.
Well, no, I am implying that the goblins are attacking a caravan.
Ah,
Goblins are dying.
Well, Do we do the right thing and check it out? Or do we just keep going? Phil?
You can see that Vale is like thinking. I guess the right thing to do would be to go and check.
Yes.
Oh, fine. Let us go and see. Maybe we could stay low and see. Make sure we're not about to go and get beaten to death by a giant.
Yeah, we can
Indira
have
would look at you and say, "Is there a fair right now? Is there a right thing to do right now? This is entirely your call."
The right thing to do would be to help those people.
I agree. But if we're really trying to hurry.
Indira, if you are about to lecture me on the morality of spending a night in a city hedonistically dancing, drinking, and laughing, and then leaving people to die because I do not have enough time, I think you have made my mind up for me. He would string his bow then.
It will not take more than a minute or two to exterminate a few of those vile little creatures anyway.
If you think it's goblins,
I was
he'd knock
just
an arrow.
trying to comfort you. And she pulls out her axe.
Do you guys want to stealth forward or just march off in the way of
They
the
would.
scream? Anyone who wants to stealth, give me a stealth. Everyone else will probably
I would hang back and
until
wait for a
Yeah,
signal.
Serena is definitely hanging back.
Okay. Vale, you move ahead significantly faster than Gilwyn. As you like kind of just hop off the back of the cart and starts to Gilwyn's like, I've got to tie the horses. Has to do all the work that you leave behind. You move forward through the undergrowth in the particularly wild, forest land. Just elven forests, big, wild, to some degree magical. What you see around an area that quite clearly has been used as a campsite quite often is two wagons, clearly a tiny little merchant caravan, and a bunch of individuals who are holding the wagon's staff at knife point, sword point, high quality short swords. The staff appear to be humans. The people holding them hostage are covered head to toe in mostly black clothing, but you can see quite clearly the one that isn't, that's wearing form-fitting, you would barely call them robes because they don't look anything like you would usually see, is black of skin, red of eyes, and ashen-haired, and is barking at there's two female humans who are sort of being held at sword point over to one side. There is a dead human by the ground and one who is kneeling, crossbow kind of in the mud, half stomped. And this one in charge is pointing a blade at them and barking at them, kind of barking to them and also to the rest of the drow there in a language that you don't understand. There's parts of it that sound vaguely elvish, but it's very sharp and short and biting. And they don't seem to see you.
How many were there?
6.
Vale's, obviously he's crouching down. He's going to straighten up and draw the bow in one.
As you do, Gilwyn comes over to you and you see all of their heads snap to see.
That's alright. They can look at the arrow that's about to go in their face.
You can roll initiative in a second, my friend. But you see their eyes all snap to you, piercing red through the dark.
It's Indira's extended
It's
family.
dark? It's dark? I thought it was
It's nighttime.
morning.
No, it's nighttime.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Rip.
No.
I'm not fighting them, by the way. I'm loosing an arrow and then running.
If you want to run now that they've seen you, say now.
No,
or forever hold your
no.
peace.
My plan was always shoot an arrow and then run,
Okay, sure.
because that's the best possible scenario where I save people's lives because they're chasing us, and we get away without getting killed.
Okay, in which case, give me an acrobatics or athletics check, both of you.
It's like Vale's about to pull an arrow. Gilman's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I'm too late. And then he finds an arrow and then Vale runs away. It's like,
Oh my god, I rolled a 5. Of course I did.
Yeah, but you have a plus 11 athletics.
Bags. They'll taste of the
Yeah,
tree.
you start rushing through the tree cover. The drow move swift and fast and catch up quite quickly. I'm going to be putting you on a battle map in 1 second.
oh no.
Indira!
She would start running as soon as she heard the kerfuffle. She'd be watching. Like,
Yeah,
as soon
yeah,
as she
exactly.
saw him start to run, she would start to run towards him.
Exactly. Ignore the fuckage.
The fucking...
There was a little fuckage. So, can you roll initiatives, please?
Yes.
As soon as...
Fuck
Yeah.
my ass.
Yeah,
yeah,
roll
it's
20 being everything being transparent. I can still sort of...
Cool.
Well, you can't see because it's dark.
Because it's dark.
I mean, I have 120-foot dark vision.
Yes, this is much larger than a 120-foot area.
That's
Yeah.
why we're seeing.
No, but
black
I
and
mean,
white.
I can't. My own token is transparent.
Oh, that's your bad.
It's roll 20 just being.
Oh yeah. To be fair, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't think it's transparent.
I think there's been a let me just press one button, but this won't fix whatever Ian's problem is.
I think it's just because everything's washed out. It's not transparent.
Yeah, it's washed out because it's grey, but you can see things quite clearly. Because
I think this is just my roll 20 being fucky.
I
It was
think it is your
doing
roll
zero.
20
doing it as well.
But it doesn't matter because you've already seen the scene, so it doesn't really matter, and also it's just a forest.
You're
Not
first.
transparent on mine, anyway.
This is not a monster manual, this is a fucking player's guide.
Oh god, that might actually drop me off a turn order, mind it. Oops, sorry.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't, but what have you done?
Sorry, I was just trying to reload to see if it.
No, that doesn't drop you a turn order, it's all token based.
Good. I was worried for a moment.
No.
Have you done?
What have you done?
Unworthy of your title.
Yeah,
Fittingly.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add the doggo.
Oh, they have a doggo?
Yeah, I forgot to add the doggo.
That's not okay.
I hope somebody has good animal handling.
I do actually. Probably mainly for like aquatic beasts, but I do.
So do I. It's called a sword.
Give this man a medal.
Well, we could maybe... Never mind. No metagaming.
You can maybe murder the doggo.
Okay.
Perhaps. Perhaps we could do that.
Towards you guys in the dark. Crossbow bolts start flying. What's your AC, Mr. Gilwin?
13.
Oh my god. Gil, no.
First of all, you hear, as you start running, you hear them, the rustling of the leaves as they start running after you, and the barking of orders in this language, and some of it in true Elvish. You hear a little bit of it, Vale. As one of these crossbow bolts hit you, Gilwin, kind of scratches against your thigh, but you feel just a pulse of poison entering your bloodstream, and you're going to give me a Constitution save. First of all, you take 6 piercing damage from the attack, but Gilwin does not get poisoned. That's not what happens. It's not allowed. Alright.
Not a drought.
I like that.
Thanks, everybody.
Fighting.
Hmm?
Nothing.
This is like you hear that definitely some of them have remained. This one will be one who's clearly in charge is in the dark away from you, but you see the flashing of fire in her hands that kind of lights her in an emberish orange for a few seconds, and the bolt of fire that's launched after you crashes against the bark of the large trees here and doesn't hit the two of you running away. Now the doggo.
Oh no.
Doggo.
No.
Doggo.
Does the doggo have superior dark vision?
No, actually.
Does it have dark vision?
No. It does have
Yay!
keen hearing and smell, though, so I'm actually going to give it a check to see if it can find
You
out
do
who
seeing
you are.
it wears some gnomish goggles of dark vision. And it's got 2 fire pistols on its back.
The doggo that runs up to you, as you see it coming up to you in the dark, Gilwin, this dog looks fucked up. It's kind of hard to tell in the dark, because admittedly, any dog sprinting up to you in the dark, being commanded by its masters, is scary. But it just seems fucked up. Vale, it's your turn.
Gelwin, we need light.
At this point, the dog is like balking as it's getting up to you.
And as much light as possible. Quick. He would draw his rapier. Oh my god, we're a little bit in Shitwater Town right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, let's just jab Doggo right in the bum hole. Schwung.
Right in the bumhole. That's a hit.
Doggo's weakness is a bum hole.
Whoa! Look at them bumholes.
Oh god, 2 1s. It's not what I needed, is it?
You whisk around and slash at the beast that does fall and tumble, but you actually see, with your dark vision, because Gilwin just sees something lunging at him out of the darkness. You see that this beast, not only is its fur like very tight and thin, but it already has the marks of many scars and lashings on it. It takes the blade and tumbles to a degree, but manages to get back up and then turn its attention to you.
So it's turned around, great. I'll stab it in the eye. The parrying dagger.
It's a hit,
Overwhelming damage.
but not a defeat. But next up is Gilwin,
With a doggy on me.
with a doggy on you that is more preoccupied with Vale, because Vale has just slashed at it, and it's
It
sort of
charged at
blind.
you, and then you just felt like a rush of wind.
It charged at you, and Vale saved your ass. Yeah.
I'm going to cast light.
I wanted daylight so bad.
Let me give you light.
What?
I'm just doing a Dean.
It's cast on my autumn blade. Just so everybody
Awesome.
knows. Autumn.
Which
Oh,
is actually a really good idea to use that, because it gives us, what do you call it? It's like
Cover.
a ranged weaponry.
Yeah, but then you can't use the blade while it's in the ground. Is the downside. But also, he's Gilwin, who's going to use a blade anyway.
You don't know who I am. I'm Gilwin fucking Gallagher. Why is Gil not like that?
Oh, I mean, I guess that's your action. Is there anything else you want to do?
Probably inspire Vale. And be like,
Sounds sensible.
kill the dog!
Now, down here, far away, waiting for their call sign, Serena and Indira, you hear barking and the let loose of crossbows. Or it sounds different than any crossbow firing you've heard, but it's still definitely crossbows.
Swing!
So, this woman is within 120 feet of me. I have 120 foot dark vision.
Did
Is
you
she
just ping
spell
this one?
caster? Yeah, I know. I pinged this one up here.
Oh, that one is definitely the spellcaster. Yes.
That one is very definitely the spellcaster. Okay. How am I going to?
He's learnt from our Warhammer game. Kill the mage.
Yeah.
That's also D&D. Kill the mage.
Realistically, this is true.
Okie dokie. Damn movement.
Yeah, well, you guys started pretty far away, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to use fly to get anywhere near close.
Give you a bit of wiggle room.
4, 5, 6.
She wiggles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I take a couple of those steps back. There you go. That's a bit of. Now, if I've got. I am within 60 feet. So I am going to. Serena waves a hand horizontally, and shadows pool and coalesce beneath this guy, rising up into a miniature storm that's rumbling with thunder. I am casting Maelstrom.
Right on the civilian?
Is that a civilian?
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought they chased Mael. I didn't realize they were still right next to a civilian.
Yeah, they're chasing after. No, the grey token is civilian.
That's a civilian. Sorry, I take that back. I sort of assumed that they chased.
Well, that's why I said it with a little bit of shock.
Okay.
Nah, just do it, Serena.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I'll quicken spell. I'll put a maelstrom between the two fighters then instead.
Okie dokie. 10-foot radius makes a strength save. They're elves. They both roll a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
These dice are going back in the bag. Getting different d20s. But yeah, they both fail. So
Excellent.
Go ahead.
You really made a mistake there, didn't you? Put them back in before getting the new ones. I saw that. You were like, goodbye. Oh no.
So yeah,
I'm not a smart man.
They both get pulled towards the center point, which would be like there.
They would both then hit each other.
Yeah, exactly. So they take the thunder and the bludgeoning damage.
Oh, you already rolled damage. My bad. I kind of thought you didn't. Let's just
I've got it all set up.
Yeah, they take both of those damages, which is actually enough to kill them. The swirling mass of shadowy water that appears out of there, just pulls them together, and they're just crushed against each other. This bloody mess of the two bodies hitting each other at mass velocity.
Serena actually blinks in surprise at that and is like, "Well, they weren't very tough."
Don't tempt fate. We've found the ones that are strong. They nearly killed us all.
Yes, I am aware. Serena isn't aware of that.
Some revivifying may have been involved in that fight.
Much revivifying.
Anything else you want to do, Mr.?
No, I've used movement bonus and full action, so.
Indira.
In the forest, the mighty forest.
We're in rare form tonight, cuts forth.
She called you by your
my instinct there was to go medium rare, but I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that is. But that's what my lad sense wanted.
Your lad sense is broken, my friend.
It's very warm here. I'm very I've got heat stroke going on right. I've got the vapors. And Lordy Lou.
This one's attacking Gil. She would go after that one.
Shit, you're fast.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Can I point out?
I had to Misty Step to get to it.
Yeah, but still, that's that. What sort of level of movement?
Indira has a lot of movement. She moves 40 feet.
Yeah, but have you been doing it by the ruler or by the squares?
She's been doing it by the squares.
Really? Is that really even with a Misty Step? Is that really 100? Whatever it is?
It would have been 70 feet.
That's only by ruler.
What is... Okay, what's the squares?
Because if
I
you
thought that
moving
one-
diagonally is 2 movement.
Is it?
Because
That's 160.
the way
Yeah,
we do it,
because
because the
I-
grid movement allows for flanking and tactical movement. So yeah, we've explained this to you before, and you got it before. So I assumed you
Sorry,
were doing it.
I don't
mean,
know. Well, how far can I go right
So
now?
each square is 5 foot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you click on your token, you can use the arrow keys,
Yeah,
which
Okay.
is
you can
the
also
easiest way.
Let me move
drag
back.
and press right click while dragging, and it puts like a little waypoint down. That's a way to do it as well. I've been trying to find what
Does
that
that stuff.
that hotkey was for ages.
Yeah, sorry,
That's some unfunny one devilry there.
Yes, I know, and I wanted to figure it out, so I found it.
Yeah, sorry, I used 60 foot of movement to get here, so Indira suddenly appearing over the other side of the map was a bit...
Yeah, no, good call.
I mean, if Misty Step, it would move diagonally because it's a spell.
Yeah, Misty, yeah, exactly. Literally, yeah.
Oh my fucking god! Right now.
There's always one who tries to cheat.
I'm not trying to cheat. I'm just stupid.
I want to re-roll that dice. It's fudge. It's fudge. You can all see it.
Then I can Misty Step to here.
Yeah, we still got there.
Oh my gosh, roll 20 is being just terrible right
It does
now.
not like this map for some reason. I don't know why. It's not.
I can't move her off of this.
Oh,
spot.
you
Can't
got
move
stuck
her.
inside. You
Now-
got
Whoa.
stuck inside a tree.
Now
you
you know how
Battlestar
Vale
Galactica'd
feels.
yourself.
I guess. And now I'm going to attack this dog.
Sometimes when you get wood, it's a paralyzing experience.
Now you know how Vale feels. He can't move Indira.
That is a miss against the doggo.
I'm gonna attack him again.
Please do.
Oh my fucking god.
That is a miss against the doggo.
Cool.
I can hear the soul leaving the body. If you rewind back, you can see the exact moment her
exact
heart
moment.
breaks. At this point, after blinking in, a drow appears behind you and seems to hesitate slightly, kind of just seeing your general appearance. But after seeing you blink and coming to their aid, it's clear you're not on their side, so it's going to swing at you. What's your AC, Miss Indira?
16.
She hits. She scores with a 5 piercing damage. And you didn't rage because you blinked, didn't you? Okay. This one is going to see that Indira cast this spell and going to fire at them. And by Indira, I mean Serena. Just being racist. You can see, Serena, because you have the superior dark vision, that they've got miniaturized hand crossbows, most of them. The spellcaster actually has a completely different apparatus on their arm. No, never mind, scratch that. She's a spellcaster. She doesn't get fancy apparatus. But this one is going to try and shoot at you. Oh, okay, she rolled a 2. This dice is too dark for me to read it. I don't like that. Yeah. Crossbow bolt sails widely over your head of the other drow. Holy shit, roll 20. Behave. They're going to kind of rush into the fray. And the spellcaster is going to step up here. Actually, switch place with this drow. The spellcaster here is going to waltz up through the grasses. As she does, she kind of opens up a pouch on her side and takes... And it's funny you say that, because the way she casts spells almost is like this macabre dance. She takes what appears to be a bottle of a dark liquid, and while chanting, takes a dropper of it and puts one into each of her eyes. Can you three, Serena would be too far away, or give me a charisma saving throw?
No, because I counterspell it. Maybe no. We'll see.
No, you do. It's a 3rd level spell. Ah! That's a-okay. You see some weird shit going on, and you don't allow it. You do not allow it. Like as the chanting comes like, and then nothing happens. Just this kind of ink runs down her eyes. She looks at like furiously, and then sees this gangly human. And there's this just growl from her.
Wash your eyes out with warm water.
That is hilarious. That is actually super hilarious. Okay.
I'm useful.
Yeah! Counterspell is, in the words of Neil, it's a cuck.
This is true.
The hound, seeing surrounded, managing to dodge 2 of Indira's axe strikes, looks around, looks back at its master, and vanishes in a kind of flurry of bright colours and glitter.
What the fuck?
It's a hound of Phaoman. Oh god.
Blinks away.
Oh god, it's...
These people darklings. What's this Fey business?
Hello, dog.
And the dog will start running up to Serena. Vale. At this point, the drow are circling. The dog vanished, and very similar to your reactions, you're just like, what the fuck? The spellcaster tried to do something shady, but Gilwyn stopped it, and now she's furious and barking more commands in the language you barely speak.
Right?
Yes. The different token.
Get it.
1, 2, 3.
Get her. Get her.
Maximum stab.
Where do you get
Maximum
advantage from?
stab.
Why?
I don't have advantage. I didn't mean to do that. Maximum stab still is fine.
Okay, yeah,
Maximum
no,
stab.
it's fine. What's great too is that she would even, like, as you get up, weave some magic, and this web starts to form around her, but you just stab through it, sending her
That's fine.
staggering back.
Can't shield me, punk.
Really can't.
Now let's finish her off with a good old stab to the throat.
That's a hit.
Unless shield.
Ooh, no, yeah. Let me check.
Shield lasts an entire round.
Shield does last an entire round. I just need to check her AC. I was on the page of a good doggo, so I haven't got that on me right now.
Good doggo.
No, that would not be enough. Nearly. So that's still a hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, but it was within the realm of possibility.
That's why I called
If it was more than just a basic bitch mage, probably.
Yeah, and I might inspiration it if it was more than just a basic bitch dagger.
So you well no you hit. Sorry, I was a
Oh,
little
that
bit
hits.
vague
Oh,
on that.
great.
No, that
Oh,
is a
cool.
hit. Yeah, she's not got armor. So this shield spell is the only armor she has right now.
Stub.
Awesome.
Can I just say that she is fine? Sorry. See that?
They're dark elves. They're sexy by nature. Speaking of, Gilwyn Gallagher.
Okay. What we're going to do?
You're not in disguise
let's-
anymore.
Oh yeah. What we're gonna do?
Oh, that's the Gilwyn
Right.
I know and love.
Is,
That Songbird's voice.
I'm gonna cast guiding bolt at this chappy chap.
Okie dokes.
Taste my lightning,
go.
fucker. And then you throw a guiding bolt at him, and he's like, "Ow! I
It's a
thought it
hit.
was lightning." Got him.
Is that a hit?
Yeah. It is.
I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level as well.
Can't say that after the fact.
You got to decide.
Sorry.
I'll allow it, but for next time, when this is on the paper,
Young Dean Cutty.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, okay.
It's just weird that weird the way Roll20 does it. It should ask you prior. I don't understand why
it does.
No, it asks
No,
you
it
after.
doesn't.
Not for
it's an
guiding
attack
bolt.
roll.
When you roll damage, it asks you. It's weird, isn't it?
For guiding, yeah, I didn't have many like spell attacks for that.
I do promise I wanted to do it at the second level.
That's for I believe you because you usually do. You cast Guiding Bolt and you see the drow like shirk back and actually flip a visor down on the helmet they're wearing, but it does nothing to fucking help. They are blasted back by the light into the shrubberies around and do not stand back up.
Oh my god, you just killed someone.
He's over there.
Holy magic.
The guiding bolt. You can hit his corpse better now.
Just a glowing body down there.
Anything else you want to do?
Indira? Oh, sorry. You first. More important.
I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30. There.
That poor man has been severely balded by the stress of this encounter. Because he is not wearing that hairstyle very well, is he? Oh my god.
He's
Just shave it off, dude. Just accept it.
That's my sleazy trader token. Speaking of sleazy, Serena.
Wait. There's a small RP I want to do where after Gil blasts that guy away, she's going to look at Serena, point to Gil, and shrug. She's being a real girl.
Serena just smiles. Ollie, when you put down Siren Song, you haven't specified that I need to use it against another another human or intelligent creature.
How do you think mermaids make friends of animals?
Good point. In that case, Serena starts singing towards the dog.
Oh, that was beautiful. I want that to play.
It fails.
That was the dog.
The dog, after blinking and charging through the undergrowth towards you, bloodied with rakes down its back from Vale. You start singing to it, and it just sits down, tail wagging, kind of looking at you, head cocked to the side.
Sorry, guys, I'm not doing a dog roleplay.
Serena
My
smiles
persona is a
wider.
dragon.
Serena smile wide.
Yada yada yada.
Shark on the spellcaster. Go shark.
Behind the spellcaster? Or next to
No,
it?
I'll put it this side of the spellcaster.
So you get to see the carnage.
Yep. Shark.
Shark initiative.
Punky.
Punky the shark.
And yeah, that ends my turn.
Indira.
Actually, no, I'll float forward a few more bits so that guy can't fire arrows at me.
Melody Mark II has got a pupper.
Yep.
Do I have advantage with that shark there?
You do have advantage with the shark, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
It's a threat. It's a giant fucking shark made of darkness.
I
myself
rage first, by the
find
way.
sharks threatening.
It's a hit.
Oh my god.
That's brutal.
Stop rolling max damage.
I will
Well,
not.
how often does Doxy usually roll max damage? Let her have it.
Twice this
That's
session.
also a hit.
So Ark's just gonna blink out of existence in a moment.
You
She's gonna
come
kill them.
up to this spellcaster who's like trying to put all the... This is a true spellcaster as well. They're putting all their magical energy in trying to resist Vale's attacks and still getting sort of attacked by it. But the shield she's creating is only on one side. You just sprint through and just hack, and she goes down hard. She's dead.
Get a look from
I would look to the other one and be like, "Do you want to?"
Do you want
Like
to
that's what she would say. She would say, "Do you want to?"
You see Vale nod behind her.
The drow kind of looks you right in the eye. Takes actually a few steps back.
You can't
will then
let
just-
them go.
And then we'll just swiftly turn and cut this guy's neck.
Oh no!
It's actually not a kill. The guy has some fortitude left in him. And then we'll keep running.
All the wax on my hair protects me from blades.
But then you see that the two that remain kind of motion to each other and whisper out in this language, and they do appear to be trying to leave. This one will fire a crossbow bolt at Indira. It has disadvantage. These dice suck. It misses. These dice suck. It hits. No. Crossbow bolt just whizzles past. The hand crossbows don't have a really good stopping power. Spellcaster is dead. Doggo is charmed. Vale. They're trying to run.
That pizza sounds good. Thing.
What are we talking about? Pizza?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, made it!
It's a good pizza.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Pizza.
Hasta la pizza.
Hey!
Finally, my first crit with this weapon.
That's a little pizza sounds like a donkey thing. Actually, just
It
killed
really
someone.
does. That's.
I'm a
Stop.
behead him.
Yeah, you do with a rapier inside, I suppose. Yeah,
It's fine.
no.
They're long blades. You just gotta like.
That's it. And
Where's the other one?
Drow have long hair, so you can just pull
Yeah,
it out.
where's the other one?
This way. Crossbow bolts coming off from that direction.
Sorry, ping again for me. Let me zoom.
I'm not
I
pinging
can't
you
actually-
twice,
I
because you
can't
can't
see.
see that far. But you know where the crossbow bolt was. That sort of
I mean,
direction.
I don't. Oh, I see him. I see him now. Right, so I can take my bonus action to dash, but is that going to be enough?
Is Bald Man dead?
No. He actually
just
took.
bleeding out.
He's like got the hand to the neck, but he took it. He fucking took it.
1, 2,
Damn.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, it wasn't a coup de grace or anything because they had to be running, so it's.
Oh, it's annoying that I can't get to him. It annoys us. I will switch from the parrying dagger to just a basic dagger. Just because I can do that as a free action. In prep for chase throw.
All right.
That's my turn.
Shark. There's only one drow left. It's quite far away from the shark. Where do you want the shark? to go?
Shark only does its target. She's down. It was the biggest waste of free sorcery points ever.
Bye, shark. Well, you're about to sleep.
Sorry.
It gave Indira advantage at least.
That's true. It's a worthwhile cause. So that
And I
leaves us
decimated that lady.
with Gilwint. You did.
Okay. That's all of my movement. How far away is that?
Just realized how much damage I just dealt to that drow. Oh my god.
Yeah, you did. You did more damage
A
than
basic
me, and it makes me so
garden
mad.
variety drow.
I have to get a natty though, and I've not been rolling very well recently.
Guiding bolt of first level this time on this dude. Whoops.
I'm off my
Rude.
groove.
Because Vale has been so moody.
Yeah, I know, it's his love fun.
It's a hit.
era.
Oh, shit, that.
Fuck him up.
Yeah, they stagger heavily. They fall to the ground, trying to keep running, but they are very, very hurt and glowing.
Good. And with my bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on this chap. At third level, fuck it.
Whoa! What does
I've
because-
never even gotten a third level heal.
Just because it looks like does it look bad?
Well, out of game, commoners have 10 HP.
give him a
So,
first aid.
in context, any amount of damage is really bad to a commoner.
Okay, I'll do second level then. He doesn't deserve this. He deserves healing.
Yeah, exactly. He's very surprised as the wound on his neck just seals up.
Look at that comb over, my friend. It looks like he deserves it.
Serena.
Steps out from behind a tree, sees a glowing drow that had previously tried to launch a crossbow bolt at her. Has advantage on the spell attack roll.
Absolutely, you do.
For a prismatic blast.
Yeah, that's a nice thing actually about having it be a spell attack.
That might
it
not
works.
actually be a hit.
And that's a miss. That's one
That
of the
is
things where
incredibly annoying.
the drow kind of like looks down at itself, incredibly pained, glowing, and then sort of hears the discordant, almost screaming of the blast. It's not very quick. It kind of tumbles through the air like a freaking basketball, and it manages to go to ground and avoid it.
Yeah, that'll do me turn. I'll trust Vale will kill it.
Yeah, Indira, will you also trust, or are you just gonna... What do you want to do?
I would get here just in case. But that's really... I mean, I can spend my bonus action to move, right? Or is it
No.
my attack action?
Attack, yeah.
I
You can
can
instead
do
of attacking, you can
rogue.
dash to move again.
I will dash to move again. Hold on. Oh, right. Fuck me, dude.
You
Okay.
could just, like, land there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. I wanted to get here to stop him from running.
Well, that stops them from running to a degree because they have to disengage.
I'll get an attack of...
Or they
Well,
disengage, which slows them down by
yeah.
half, right? So
Yeah.
getting up to them, it slows them. They are going to disengage. They're actually going to
my bonus action, I'm gonna do a d6 of damage.
be... Hell yeah, you are.
Huzzap! Oh, it's big damage.
You
It's
run up.
enough!
You run up as they're trying to, like, get away, and you run up, kind of... And the lightning arcs off of you, and it's enough to bring the drow down, convulsing and twitching. With that, it's all awful quiet, and then, you know, a clapping from the merchant. Bravo! Very good! And
What
with
happened?
that, we're gonna take a quick break.
No! Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm teasing for a moment. I thought that was the end. I was like, oh no! But then I remembered.
It's a 4-hour banger now!
Yeah,
I can go 4 hours, baby!
I could